Jai Hind everyone, just a brief about how I took trades on Thursday and Friday. I've come across so many YouTube channels and with their so many strategies, with their so many indicators, 5 EMA, 10 EMA, this strategy, that strategy. But however, I've realized that these things do not work in market. What has helped me to understand the market, I shall be sharing with you. If you like it, do comment and do let me know if you want a detailed video on this. And I can promise you that this type of understanding is very limited in the market and will help you a lot. So just I'll try to keep the video very short, not to waste your time. So we start. See, on Thursday the market, whatever it did was it moved crashing down from here. Once it moved crashing down from here, that basically tells us that some strong seller is there who was able to breach all this area and brought the market to these levels. Now the market took a halt here. If you see what could be that area, as retailers we cannot make out ki will the market take a halt here or here or here, but it took a halt here. So we see, we go back, we draw a line here, we keep it as yellow, we go back, we see there's some it's basically some big boy who has taken the market up here. So that is of no relevance because the previous session counts. However, if we take it as the market took a halt here, it tried to move up, again came crashing down, again tried to move up, again came down and made a new lower low till here. So that basically means that this all area is the seller's territory. This area is of this seller and this area is of this seller. This guy who is sitting here, this guy. Now next day the market opened, it opened flat. Somebody might say it opened a small gap up, but it moved up. So initial understanding would be there is somebody who is buying from here. It moved up, it reached this level. So we draw a trend line here, we see it reached, we keep it as green, let's say, okay, it moved up, it came crashing down from here, it again moved up. Now if you see, somebody would say if it has made such a big candle and we need to go for a C trade, I tell you the logic why should we not go for a C trade, because we have seen somebody who was sitting here, he will come into action. He has already come into action here and he was able to create an impact because he brought a market crashing down till its 50% levels. You see this 50%, so he is quite effective. The market again moves up, he gets the time to react and he takes the market crashing down till here. So that basically tells us that this guy is quite strong. Now as I already told you, is that somebody was sitting here and he brought the market up here. The movement was very fast and I can tell you that retailers cannot enter here. Somebody might enter here and would say I want this much profit or this much premium I took, but basically that would be a tukka trade and this cannot be called a setup. So they might enter here and take a 10 points premium or 5 points premium, but that is not the way that one should take a trade in Bank Nifty or Nifty, basically in options buying. Now once he comes here, he again this seller tries to create an impact, he makes a red candle. The market again moves up and it has moved up. So what we can say is by this time the retailers would have entered. Seeing this kind of movement, they would have realized the market is going to make a higher high. It made a small pullback and again is going to go up. What will happen? What they are not understanding that there is some guy sitting here. He needs to be understood. Again the market moves up, the market came crashing down again from here. That means that seller is quite effective. Or this guy, we see the movement here. Who is doing this movement? This movement is basically done by this guy. Now if we clear the clutter over here, you will understand it better. So this guy is basically is still active here and he has not been challenged yet. So the market again moves up, and there is no fixed way by which we can say it has moved up because of this reason. The market could have moved down from here as well. So what we need to understand the movement of these buyers and sellers before we take a trade. Now, if the market has moved up, it again came down. That basically means that the buyer who has taken the market up is still present here, but he is not here. He is not here. The reason is because once the market moved up from here, the market again came back from till here. So who has got the market down? We know this guy, big boy present here. Again the market tries to move up here. It again goes up. It again comes down all to all these levels. If you see, the clutter is not here. If you see, the clutter is not here. Sorry. You see, the clutter is not here, but the clutter main trading is happening in this region. Now once the market has reached here, now we see this level what we had decided because of this guy, is important, has acted as a very important level. Now जब मार्केट यहाँ पे आता है, you see the market came till here, it again reached it. Now the second factor what we say is we come across the volume here, volume of the green candle. The volume of the green candle is less than 1 million. Basically that means that the big boy is not participating in, he is not interested in taking the market up. If he is not taking the market up, that basically means this guy here is quite active, and we know this guy here is quite active and this guy here is quite active. So we can go for a P trade. We can short the market, and that's what exactly I did. Now if we move now, someone again can say ki, how do we know that this guy here, big boy, is not present here, or somebody is not interested in taking the market up? Just 20 seconds I will take it as ki when the market moves up here, the market is not able to make an high. The market is not able to make an high. That means that somebody is not interested in this price. If somebody is not interested in this price, now somebody might say ki, how do we know ki the buyers will not take the market up here? So I can say vouch for retailers that we can never know if the market is going to go high from here or if the market is going to low from here. The reason is the buyers were present here, the sellers were present here, but we are not sure about the buyers. If we are not sure about the buyers, then why to take a C trade? We are sure about the P or about the sellers, but we're not sure about the buyers. So we need to take a halt here. We need not to take a trade here, because in any other format or in other kind of market, in any other day, the market can move down from here as well. If we short the market from here, we'll hit a stop loss or we'll have the premium decay. So what we need to do is we need to hold. We need to understand what is still left in the market. The buyers are to be negated or the sellers have to be negated. Sellers are present here, buyers, we are still doubtful. So we take a trade. We wait. What happens is the market moves up. Basically, if the market has moved up here, it has again come down here. That means कि buyers, the strong boy is not here or the big boy is not here. If had there been a big boy, the market would have made a higher high and would have moved up. If the big boy is not here, that basically means कि sellers are present. There are two sellers present here. Two big boy who are shorting the market are present here. One is this guy or this guy, and the other one is this guy. Now, accordingly, we take a trade here. The market comes crashing down, and see the strength of market. Around, I would say, a premium of around, at the ATM call would have moved a premium of around 120 or 130, and we can easily take a premium for about 40 points, which I took. Now, if the market came down till these levels, market यहाँ पे आता है, and you see the buyers present here. If the buyers were present here at the start of the movement, they again take the market up. The market has moved up again, and see the market is not, the strength of the market is not very that strong, because you see the market, the type of candles that have been formed. Sellers were trying to take the market down, again it moved up, and there are two kinds of reviews have been made, again the market goes down. So at this point of time, I would say कि nobody can make out कि whether the market will go up or down. So we need a confirmation. We need a confirmation whether this guy here is still present or not. We need a confirmation that is this guy is still present or not. So what happens is, we take a trade, we take a seat, the market comes crashing down, again the market moves up, makes a green candle. If the market makes a green candle, that will give an indication that okay, the buyers have come in, let's go for a C trade or let's long the market. But that is not the case. We still need to confirm if he is still around or not. Till the time we are not sure, we will not take the trade. Now if we see the volume of this green candle is 2.247, it is okay. The volume of this candle is 2.16, quite okay. The next green candle, next doji that has been formed is 2.32. The next candle that has been formed, you see the volume is 3.282. It's a red candle. That basically means the fight is happening between buyers and sellers, and the candle is red, so we need to take a halt before taking a trade. That means sellers have won, but that does not mean that sellers will win the next candle also. What we see, we take a halt. We do not take a trade here. The next time we see come here, we see the volume is 5.997, and the candle goes a strong red candle. That confirms the sellers have come in here, and we take a trade, and we will take a trade till here, because buyers were present here, and that has given me a movement of around 40-50 points in premium. So that is the logic that works in market. Nobody can make out कि this time पे कहाँ जाएगा, क्या नहीं होगा, but these two movements that were confirmed कि ऐसा होने वाला है. सो कुछ इस तरह की कंसेप्ट मार्केट में काम करते हैं. आई हैव मैंने मोटा मोटा कवर किया है रिगार्डिंग दिस लोकेशन ओवर हेयर. देयर इज सर्टेन काइंड ऑफ इल्यूजन दैट वर्क्स इन मार्केट. इफ़ यू एवर सी दिस वीडियो, इफ़ यू वांट टू नो, इफ़ यू अंडरस्टैंड समथिंग, और इफ़ यू नीड एक्सप्लेनेशन कि इसको थोड़ा सा और डिटेल में बनाऊँ, आई कैन कंबाइन एवरीथिंग. It is basically a pure price action. You can't see any kind of moving averages or pivots, falana dikana, is nothing is there. It is entirely based on the basis of sellers and buyers. So there are two concepts of the buyers territory or the sellers territory. कैसे काम करते हैं? It is something like that. So that was all from my side. If you like this video, do let me know. Or if you don't like anything, you need explanation, do let me know in messages, comments, or whatever it is. I'll try to upload it in the YouTube as well if possible. I'll share the link here as well. So something like this works in market, and I can tell you कि these gurus who are earning by referral incomes and by selling their courses, they don't know even an inch of trading. Don't follow them. Follow or whatever I have told you, and till the time you don't get confirmation with respect to buyers dying or the sellers dying or the buyers exhausting themselves or sellers exhausting themselves, please do not take a trade, because the market is very risky in terms of options buying. Either you will have an incur loss because of the market moved in opposite direction, because market made a whipsaw, or there will be a premium decay. So please do not take a trade. Next time try to understand in the same manner, and on Monday, if you seeing the market right now, on Monday you apply this concept, because there are buyers here and there are sellers here. So just wait for these two, either of them to die and either of them to overpower. So whosoever wins, you can take a trade in that direction, and accordingly you have to judge about the sellers here or the buyers here. So that is all from my side. Do let me know if you want to know anything else.